Oh my gosh.
Fundamentals.
We would be the bad boys of Little League. I'm telling you now. We would beat the tar out of the other team. I'm just gonna go out and say it. Joey Chestnut has to be on the pub.
Has to be.
Pub more.
Has to be.
Dramatic, man. That was a journey.
Man, I'm gonna get real theological on y'all. I think we're all a little soft and misunderstood. I'll just be real honest.
Get Luke Combs. I was begging for Luke Combs not too long ago. We'll get Luke Combs on here. I challenge Luke. I think I can actually beat him in shotgunning a beer. So if he thinks he's got the cojones to come on and try, then by all means, Luke, bring it on.
That's the intro. You just hit my promo for me, James. I love it. Episode 157, and ladies and gentlemen, this could be the very last episode of Pub Sports Talk recorded in this bedroom for me. Could be. Gotcha. All right. We got ourselves an intimate pub. It's just me and Tim, the doctor in the house.
Not a doctor.
Not a doctor. You're a doctor right here, Bill. Right here.
Doctor of your heart.
Yeah. Shout out to your business, man. You keep selling cards, grinding. Tell the fine folks what you're doing, because I'm just proud of you. This is awesome.
Hey, yeah. Infinite TCG. If you like trading cards, I have all sorts of trading cards. I haven't dove into sports cards yet. That's a little too rich for me right now. But Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Flesh and Blood. I don't really do Magic, but I got Dragon Ball Super cards. If you're looking for any trading cards, Infinite TCG on eBay or TCG Player, hit me up.
That's your boy. What we need to do next week is we're gonna put your logo on the screen, and we're just gonna the links. We're gonna blow it up. I love it, dude. That's awesome. I'm proud of you. And
thanks, buddy.
Making a little scratch, and you get to do something you love, which is awesome.
Yeah, I think it's really a way that my wife will. It lets me get rid of all my trading cards, so I think she's happy too.
Yeah, and then you're like, babe, I'm buying new ones, but I'm just gonna sell them and flip them. It's for us. It's for our future.
Yeah, it's inventory. I need more inventory.
There you go. I love it. Business expense. All right, so we got our top five categories. This one's a little unique. It's best sports nicknames. So I'm gonna say them one at a time. You got to rank them here. There's some good ones. So we're gonna start with number one, White Chocolate, Mr. Jason. So we're just going off nicknames, not necessarily the player or their accolades, just the nickname alone, White Chocolate.
It's very unique. You pretty much know who you're talking about when someone references him. But knowing you and how these lists work, I'm going to just go even keel. I'm going to go three. Middle of the road. Let's see how it goes.
I love it. Yeah, what a crispy name. Like if you're a player of light skinnedness, like Caucasian, you're a white guy, you get called White Chocolate in the locker room by a brother, there might be no better feeling.
Yeah, in the game of basketball, I think I just thought of a different nickname that I was thinking of, but it might be on the list. I'll bring it back if it's not on the list.
All right, we'll put it in it.
It's iconic,
I hope I know where you're going with that one. I don't think it's on the list if it's the one we're thinking about, but we'll see. All right, number two. If only Devin Slate was here, wherever you are, I know you're smiling down at this nickname. The Intimidator, Dale Earnhardt.
Ooh.
The Intimidator.
Ooh, man, again, iconic. I don't really, it's hard to dissociate like the stats with the name. If you're thinking of just the name, I'm going to go 4.
4, man. See, to me, the Intimidator is a nickname that, like, in hockey, people would love it. In football, people would love it. Maybe not baseball or basketball, but maybe basketball too, back in the 80s. Anyways.
That's a good point. It covers more ground, I guess. I was just thinking about it for Dale, but...
Yeah. Sandman. Rivera from the Yankees, big-time closer. Enter the Sandman would play nicknamed the Sandman.
So was his nickname strictly just because of the song? Like, there's no like, I don't know. It wasn't like his favorite band or like. I'm just trying to think. If it's solely on the song, then it's number 5. Like, people give you Intimidator because you were such a presence on the
Right.
track, or White Chocolate because you have such smooth moves. But like Sandman is just like, I mean, that's a villain for
Yeah, he got his
Marvel.
nickname from the Walkout song.
Yeah. See, that's 5 because it's
Yeah.
like it's attributed more to Metallica, I feel like, than
Okay.
him.
Okay.
So what are your thoughts?
I respect that thought. I've never thought about that. I always thought of like he's just striking people out, like putting them to sleep, like putting them down dead.
Ah. Hmm.
But I just did the research. It is because of Enter the Sandman. So I think together it's awesome. But
Yeah.
solely looking at the nickname, I think you're right, Tim. I like your placement there.
Hmm.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm gonna put you in a blender here. Megatron.
Ooh.
Calvin Johnson.
Ooh. Okay. So I'll be honest. I've never been a huge fan of the nickname. I like it.
Oh, okay.
I like it, but it's not. I didn't get like the correlation. Like, I get like Megatron is typically bigger than Optimus. He's kind of a big bully. But like I never understood, like, I guess I don't know the origin of Megatron, but it never clicked for me.
Okay.
What's Mr. Google telling you?
That's what I'm looking right now. Because I've always wondered that too. I always thought he was kind of a bully to D-backs. And he's large. I mean, he is a physical freak.
Yeah.
And that's what Google is telling me. It's based off his large hands and his size, just towering over like a Decepticon. Because Decepticons are typically bigger than Autobots.
Yeah, I guess that's how I interpreted it right when I was growing up. But like, I don't know. It just didn't do it for me.
Okay.
So I'll go 2.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of it, but yeah, give me 2. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you're right. And to me, I'm a big Autobots guy. I don't know if you can see my snowboard has Megatron on it behind me. Like I just love Transformers. I've been begging like Claudia, like, babe, let's go see the new Transformers movie all weekend. She's like, we will eventually. But yeah, I'm with you on that. Like, there's better nicknames. Is there a better Lions nickname out there for you?
See, something. I know we talked about it last season. Unfortunately, Meech isn't with the Lions, but I brought it up how Coach Campbell called him Sawed Off. See, a nickname like that is like, oh damn! Like you get a nickname like Sawed Off, like you're doing damage and you're doing it quick.
Yeah.
Megatron is like, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of other.
Did Barry have a nickname for you guys?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let me look that up. I don't. You see, I don't know.
And I feel like he would have one, right?
He'd have to. Okay. Google tells me, Big Bad Barry. That's bad.
Right. That's like 1950s.
And then the little fella. That's
terrible.
So okay, that's an injustice. I think if, like, what would Barry's nickname be?
Oh, man.
Smooth Moves B.
Ooh, Smooth Move. You had Sweetness, Walter Payton. Why not call him Smooth?
Smooth. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
Mr. Smooth.
I like that. Yeah, it's good.
All right, Barry Sanders, hit up Pub Sports Talk. We got you.
Marketing deal. We got you, brother. We'll take care of you. All right, last one. The great one. Wayne Gretzky. I mean, we argue about GOAT and this stuff, but his nickname was the great one.
Yeah. I don't feel so bad about my number 1 this time. I mean,
you played it good.
Yeah, we're a sports talk show. We talk about greatest athletes pretty much every week. At some point, one of their names is mentioned. Wayne Gretzky, come on, the great one. Like,
great one.
I'm okay with him being my number 1 on this list. I wonder, Ooh. All right. Well, let me get yours first. What would you say?
For that one, I think that's number one for me. Like, you are literally the great one. And you didn't call yourself that. You didn't give yourself that name. It's the entire hockey universe came together and said, yeah, that's the best we'll ever see. That is the one, the great one.
Yeah. Now, in memory of Fitz, what do you think his list
Love
would
you.
be?
Oh, he would put white chocolate at 1. Immediately regretted it.
He'd probably do like Sandman 2.
Oh yeah, he'd be like, "Oh, that's classic clutch." I
Yeah.
think it'll like he'll overthink it. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I don't know. That Fitz, if you're out there watching, throw in the comment section just, what you would
Yeah, give us
what
your
your
list
list would be.
Fitz. You and your dad. He's with his dad. He's just moving to a
Oh.
brand new apartment in Minnesota. So shout out to the boy. We miss you, Fitz, but you're not dead. We know you're coming back next week. Supposedly, the Ouija board said Devin's coming on next week. Matt the Whitehorn, I haven't heard from. He actually might be dead, and this joke might become reality for us.
Oh my gosh. This is not
man.
good.
We tried to scramble to get some other of our classic guests on. It's just everybody's busy right now, respectfully. But me and Tim, man, like this is peak pub. I think a lot of people would say, just us two.
Yeah.
Which no disrespect to other guests.
Yeah. Just one-on-one, I like it.
Just bros being bros. Speaking of bro, yeah, we're going to talk about this, and I have no regrets how I titled this, by the way. Is Zion Williams the goated, horniest athlete that we've ever seen? I don't know if you saw this drama or not, Tim.
No, I'm totally oblivious.
Oh,
So this
no?
is
Oh.
classic.
Yes.
Fill
All
me
right.
in.
So Zion announces, his baby mama announces, long-term girlfriend, that she's pregnant. Well, adult film star comes out and says, "Whoa, you fly me out last week? I think I'm pregnant now," and has all these text receipts, all these pictures. And then there's another third girl that comes out on top of this that says, "Yeah, he flew me in courtside seats."
No.
So within the span of the week, Zion goes from, okay, maybe a fat kid who got in shape, but maybe won't play up to his potential, to now he's arguably, some people are calling him the GOAT of horniest athletes.
Wow. That
Yeah.
is, I bet, I'm not on social media, but like how often do you think something like this happens with just not necessarily basketball players, but just athletes, people who make a lot of money and they're fit as hell? How often do you think they're flying other girls out every other week?
Oh, dude.
It's got to happen, right?
It has to. I'm not excusing his behavior. Like, obviously, I'm a firm believer you're loyal to somebody, you stay loyal, especially, you got a kid on the way and that type of stuff. But I feel like it happens all the time. Like, you learn in the locker room, like, oh, you're going to Salt Lake, you're flying out Chelsea. Oh, then we're flying back to LA and you're flying out, Sandra. Like, it's just, it's wild.
and to be put on blast like that. Like,
Dude, the text receipts and everything. Oh,
dang.
Damn. And like that woman posted that, like, yeah, I'm so like me and my man, we got a baby on the way. Life's good. We're living good. We eating good. And then 2 minutes later, it was like, have someone underneath their comment videos like, "Hey, I got something to show you, girl."
Oh my gosh.
Brutal.
What a way to find out. So
yeah.
I know you're all about Zach Wilson. Where does this rank?
That's good, Tim.
What are your thoughts on, the MILF Hunter versus Zion? Who's the horniest athlete?
Zion, we have proof. So I think he's number one in my book.
Oh, that's good.
Wilson, it was all hearsay. But if the legends are true, he obviously moves to one on my list. He's like our modern day Stifler, just in the NFL.
That's a good point. I guess maybe one day there'll be some solid evidence for Zach.
Right.
But like you said, I mean, look at the numbers. I got to go Zion here.
I'm looking up most baby mamas.
I know. Well, doesn't Nick Cannon? I don't know. He's not obviously an athlete, but doesn't he have like a lot of baby mamas?
That man populates half the planet, I feel like. Antonio Cromartie has 12 children with 6 baby mamas. Holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
Travis Henry, I don't know if you remember him, NFL player, had 11 children with 10 different women.
Jesus. What? Think of the alimony checks. You
Dude.
play a game and then you would just literally hand your
You just
check to
hand-
the lawyer. You just go, there you go.
Oh, that's terrible. Zion, learn from these guys. Stop doing what you're doing, brother.
Dang.
Whoever's
What-
the financial advisor has got to be pulling their hair out.
What happens if someone else comes out?
It's just more people.
Yeah.
And they'll have proof. They'll have babies that are like 6, 7 by the age of 3. It's like, oh, yeah, Zion, that is yours.
Dang, Zion, what you doing, man?
Coach K, talk to the boy.
Yeah.
Figure this out, coach.
He needs some guidance.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right. So I'm glad we talked about that. Let's talk a little NBA. And let's see if I get the right graphic, because it's just the right thing to do after Zion. NBA championship. Nuggets bring home their first ever championship. World champions. Shout out to the Nuggets. Aaron Gordon was celebrating people in the streets, just jersey off in the game, short still, partying with the people in downtown Denver. It was awesome. Jokic seemed like the most unenthusiastic person I've ever seen a world championship. Ever. I don't know if you saw like the videos and pictures. I'll play a little clip here, but like just he wants to go back home to Serbia. That's all he cares about right now. But shout out to the Denver Nuggets. What was your thoughts on the finals or Jokic or anything Nuggets related?
I mean, what we've been kind of talking about on the pod kind of came to fruition. I know Fitz was really pulling for Miami.
Yeah.
I think we all kind of were to an extent just because they were such underdogs, but you know, Denver had the series, and I love Jokic, his celebration. Like, the man is just, he had a mission. The mission was accomplished, and he just wants to go home. He doesn't care about popping damn champagne. He doesn't care about a parade. He wants to go home, and I just vibe with that because I'm a homebody. I can't imagine being away from home for that long.
Yeah.
And then being like, oh, you thought you're going home tomorrow? Actually, you're going home Friday. We got stuff to do. And it's like, I just won you a championship. I'm going home tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I vibe with you, Jokic.
Did you-
more respect?
Did you see the after the championship they're talking on TNT? And he's like, I just want to go home. And they're like, well, you can't go home till Thursday. And he's like, yeah, I know. I just want to see my horses. And they're like, well, maybe the owner will get you a private jet. And he's like, oh, yeah, I just won you a championship. You should.
Hey,
He's like, national pressure. You have to put me in the private jet to take me home. Like I was like,
mean,
all right, good
yeah.
for him. Yeah.
well, I mean, how much money did this guy just make you as the owner? Like, yeah,
You better. Yeah. 100%.
you fly him out there tomorrow, man.
ASAP. Yeah. I'm here for it. I don't know. It's not this picture. It's like a picture taken right before, right after this. He's got a Michelob Ultra in his hand, jersey. And he's just sitting there and just like kind of a blank stare with the goggles above his forehead. And it'll look like any typical frat guy on a Friday night. Like this could be anybody right here. Because if you look at Jokic, besides his enormous height, he doesn't look like a physical specimen. He's not Zion, right? He's not jacked or he's just sitting there, just chilling, just like, this is a vibe Friday night. Got my jersey on. Life's good. Man. Yeah, did you see the champagne video?
Oh, I saw that. And I loved it. It's so classic. It's kind of this weird, like, not a punch to the face, but it's hard to fathom because these athletes, this is their job. This is like arguably one of the peaks of their job. And of course they're going to be, showboaty and getting a little crunk. But like this guy, I don't know all the quotes. I know there's things that he says like he could be doing instead of basketball, but like he's just like, all right, yeah, like I want it. Okay. Like, can I leave now? It's just this
is a job for him.
Yeah.
Like it's a 9 to 5. Like he's like, cool, I'm really good at basketball, but this is not what I love.
That's a good way to put it. We talk about this, these being careers for these athletes. This is like, I would equate this to like an office job for him. He's like, all right, like Let me go clock in, bust some ass. All right, we just won. I'm clocking out. Oh, I have to stay for this after work party. Fine, come on. Like, what do you need me to do? Like,
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. It's an actual job.
Yeah, I've read this thing. It is wild. He won the Michael Jordan MVP award, which they changed the name this year. It's not the first thing you see in his locker. It's in the very back, buried by clothes. The first thing you see is a blue ribbon for his horse race. Like, he just doesn't care. Like, I'm obviously it's the right mentality for him because it works for him, and it just goes to show. Just because you're good at something doesn't mean you have to love it. Doesn't mean you have to have this burning passion for it. You find what really you love, and if you can do it on the side and still make some money, then shout out to you. I think it's awesome. Shout out to Jokic.
He's officially my favorite NBA player today.
Oh, yeah?
Just a modern player. I love him.
I love it.
The whole mentality of it. Just love it.
I thought you were going to be like, he's my favorite Serbian player.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess.
I was like, I can't name another one. All right, here's the videos. There's two of them. I've screen recorded it, so I apologize if the audio is not right. I apologize if the visual is not quite to our standard that we're here used to at the pub. But
NBA champions.
At 12 years old, Nikola Jokic discovered his true passion, horses. He quit basketball for 6 months to race horses, and when his dad finally convinced him to play again, he left at halftime of his first game back for a horse race. Jokic now owns multiple racehorses and is constantly watching races on his phone, during team bus rides, before games, even at halftime. He said his dream job isn't playing in the NBA, it's racing horses. And when he retires, he plans on moving back to Serbia and becoming a trotting coach. So it's no wonder after winning the finals, he only had one thing on his mind.
I get a parade coming up here on Thursday.
Yes.
How soon till you're back in Sombor?
I need to, on Sundays I have my horse racing in my
Horse racing?
horse.
At 12 years old, Nikola Jokic discovered his true passion.
Joker was told that the parade was on Thursday. Okay, you need to stick around a couple days. And his answer was actually this.
No. I need to go home. Okay.
You go home Friday. There was yeah, I'm learning that now. I mean, me and Horse FaceTime yesterday. Say, I win this for you. I see you Wednesday. Now, are you telling Horse? Joker was told that the parade was on Thursday. Okay, you need to stick around.
I love it. Like, he's authentically him. I love it. Tim, I think you're on something. He might be my all-time favorite NBA modern player right now.
I'm not. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get any NBA jersey, but if I did, it'd be his.
Yeah,
I respect him.
Just no horses. Oh man, I'm here for it. Jokic, you have our approval. I hope that parade's awesome for you tomorrow, and then I hope you get to fly home. I can't imagine him being trashed. Like, he's probably just like, "There's a beer." Like, he's not pulling Tom Brady. No one's gonna carry him.
No way.
Good for him. Let's talk about NBA pick'ems here. So, going into the finals, it was close. Not really. Fitz had a runaway lead, 11-3. Devin was second at 9-5. Tim, you and me were pulling out the back at 8-6. But shout out to the boys, you, me, and Slate in the afterlife. We picked the Nuggets. Fitz the only one picked the Heat. He picked 7 games. He thought this thing was going to be a series. Devin picked it in 3 games. He said they're not even playing a 4th. Jimmy Buckets is packing up, and they're not even going to play a 4th.
Jesus.
The afterlife really got to him. You said 6 games. I said 5 games. So the final product, Nuggets obviously win, which we talked about. It goes to 5 games, so I got a bonus point there. What we have is a tie between me and Slate. I was at 12-6. He was at 12-5. So technically he's the winner because he has 1 less loss on his record. So Devin, even from the afterlife, you figured out to win the NBA pick'ems.
Wow. How I'm not sure how that works, but
I'm not sure.
Good for you, Devin.
Devin, you're not going to get the NBA trophy, pick'ems trophy, because Tim's just going to keep it on a shelf for you. But whenever it gets back here, I'll put my name for NFL and then your name for NBA.
I can put like a little picture of Devin next to it, like in memory of.
Can we get one of the Jesus candles, but just have Devin's face, just the cartoon character face?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, we'll do that. like Saint Devin, Saint Slate. All right,
Man, so Fitz got double burned. I mean,
Dude,
he wanted the heat.
He
but
went
then he
all
got,
in.
Then he lost. Yeah.
And I was listening
Dang.
back to the audio when the episode came out, I guess 2 weeks ago. And he's like, I said Nuggets in 5. He goes, man, that's a good pick, Hacky. Man, that's a really good pick. And you could tell, like, logically, he was like, damn, I should have taken the Nuggets too. It won't be a good series. But his heart wouldn't let him. And sometimes the heart burns you, and it burns like a motherfucker. That's what happened to Slate or to Fitz. All right.
Poor guy.
Hockey. Nuggets, or not Nuggets. Knights. Vegas Knights take home their first NHL championship. I'm tongue tied now. I love this, but I saw a sign earlier today, right before we went on. It was like 7:00, and a Vegas fan was holding up a sign that says, "We've been waiting 6 long years for this." And I was like, "You've got to be shitting me! You just started a franchise 6 years ago, and you're talking about we've waited 6 long years for this." My Cincinnati, just get the fuck out of here. Oh man, it pissed me off. But I'm happy for the Vegas Knights. But that fan really pissed me off. And so if that's how most of the Vegas Knights fans feel, fuck this championship. I don't know. It kind of put a sour taste in my mouth after this. But what's your thoughts on the NHL championship?
Man, I wish I could have gone back this postseason to watch more of the Knights. They are fun to watch. Man, like the Panthers, I feel like if Canes had just figured out the Panthers maybe a game or two earlier, it might have been a slightly more interesting series with the Canes and the Knights. That's just my fandom coming out.
Yeah.
But the Panthers just really didn't play up to it. And you could argue, I mean, shit, they barely made it in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were just really hot. So like the fact that they made it to the Stanley Cup Finals, good for them. And good for them, but the Knights just they just toyed with them. It felt like the whole series. It was fun to watch. And I'm telling you, I know we talked last week, even last night, some of those hits were absolutely brutal. I mean, you could have a whole B-roll, a 10-minute B-roll film of just the hits from the series alone. And it's impressive. Stone had a very, I don't know, his first goal last night, I don't know if you saw it, where he kind of got away a little bit, but then he kind of did this like stall move where he got up to the net. You had a defender who dove. Boba, he kind of made his move, but then he just kind of backs off and just flicks it in the top right corner. It was so pretty. And I was like, that's just such a smooth move. Like, so casual, just going up to the net, deking him out. I just hate that it's all over. You know?
Now we got to wait.
Yeah. It's like, this is it was such a fun time, NBA, NHL. We had the draft in there.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's just like baseball.
Dude,
that's it.
Even OTAs are pretty much wrapping up right now. And it's like, what do we have? We got baseball. And that's it. Yeah, you're right. Let's pour some out for the dead homies.
Dog days are here. Pour them out. What do you think of the series?
Dude, you know what? The lot of scores I don't think gave the series justice. Like, I look at it and I think I said it with the Canes and Panthers of like, it was just good physical hockey. Even when the Panthers were getting blown up 9-2, they didn't stop. Like, they were still just trying to just out physical. But I think they just ran out of steam, like you said. Like, they came in one of the hottest teams and almost one of the luckiest teams too. And just like things bounced their way. They're gritty. They're tough. I think they just ran out of steam. They ran out of luck. They ran out of 4-leaf clovers, whatever it might be. In the finals, they just came up short. But I still thought the series was phenomenal. It was physical. But you're right, man. There was just there's like toward the third periods, you could tell the Knights were like, triple deck. All right, I got you. I'll triple deke this thing to the back of the net. Like it didn't matter to them. Like it was this cold, calm, collective. There's like we're here to win. We're on a mission, and it was cool to watch. And I'm happy for the Knights, not the fans, but I'm happy for the Knights.
Yeah, it's exciting because like when the Knights first began, when their organization first started, they made that run to the finals, and everyone was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like they got a bunch of what other teams deemed scrubs, all these players, and they made it to the finals. So like I've been kind of secretly rooting for them just because they almost made that run. Like I'm kind of rooting for the Kraken too. It's like, come on, Kraken, like you got to get it. But yeah, glad for them. Fans, like you said, Parker, you guys don't know suffering. So
yeah,
we're better people for that.
Exactly. Me and Tim know. We know the struggle. Crack House 2024. We're pulling for you, Seattle. All right, let's talk about these pick'ems. And let me get those off. This hockey was close throughout the whole thing. Devin, me, and you, Tim, were tied 7-7 going to the finals. Fitz was a game behind. He was 6-8. Everyone picked the Panthers except for me. I put all my money on Vegas. I had a feeling. I picked 6 games. Slate picked 4 games. He thought it was another sweep. Fitz picked 5, and you picked 6. And sure enough, Knights win, gets me 3 points, and then the bonus point Fitz got because he got 5 games. So Pick'em's trophy for NHL comes home to me. I just have to get it from Tim's dead hands, apparently.
Yeah, I got to get that out to you. Well done, Parker. Well done.
Thank you.
I just thought the Panthers had a little more bite to them, but they ran out of juice.
And I think that was the right call. Like I felt nervous picking the Golden Knights because the Panthers were the luckiest and hottest team coming to the playoffs and coming in the finals. And I was like, fuck. Everybody was going Panthers. Like I've got to do something as a pick'ems. After game 1, I was like, all right, I made a good call. But it was still, yeah. Shout out to me. I don't mean to give myself pat on the back, but
good job, Parker. Yeah, proud of you, man.
Sometimes you just need to hear it, All right. College World Series, and I'm 100% back on my bullshit. Oh. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing right now. As I said, College World Series, it's back. Tennessee has looked electric. They've been phenomenal. They've been unstoppable, untouchable. They're clutch. I got ice in the veins. I don't know if you watched any of it, but they're playing Southern Miss. And Southern Miss, big baseball school. Mississippi State won the World Series back in 2021. Ole Miss won it last year. So this year, it seemed like all fingers pointed to another Mississippi, just the state of Mississippi, dominating College World Series. Tennessee came back to win that thing down a game, to win back-to-back games at Southern Miss. It was awesome to watch. It was phenomenal. They punched their tickets. They're going to play LSU, a team that won 2 out of 3 against them in the regular season. Oral Roberts, the Cinderella story people are calling them. They're playing TCU. Virginia is going to play Florida, and Stanford's going to play Wake Forest starting Friday, going into Saturday. It's double elimination. Winners kind of get a bye. Losers will play each other. We'll have double elimination, and you kind of go from there. I kind of like the way they do this. Like you give everybody a second chance here. Winners, you've earned yourself a bye round type of deal, and then losers kind of work from there, and you go from there, which I like. You have a true champion. Dude, I'm all in on Tennessee. We had Volley Fingers, Kirby Connell on here last year, and he talked about like, yeah, we lost a lot of talent, but we got some horses in the stable still. And they started the season rocky, but they're hot right now. And Kirby, we're rooting for you, big dog. We're rooting for all of Vol Nation. And I told myself, they make the World Series, I'm gonna buy myself a Tennessee baseball jersey. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna buy one this weekend. Just don't tell Claudia.
That's awesome. Yeah, I do like the double elimination. I've always been a fan of kind of that format, but for something like baseball, I mean, we've seen it. Any given day, a team can kind of just be off. So having this double elimination kind of gives you a little bit more fire. Like if you do, let's say you take an L, you still have that fighter's chance of, punching your way back up. So I love it. Yeah, friend of the show, Volley Fingers, let's go. We're pulling for you.
That's right, baby. Looking at these first round games here, Tim, gun to your head, you got to pick. Who you picking? We'll start with Oral Roberts, TCU. Oral Roberts is 51-12. TCU is 42-22.
Give me the Jayhawks, the Warhawks, the Orioles. What are Oral?
You are so close. They're the Golden Eagles.
Oh, come on! Give me the Golden Eagles.
All right, Golden Eagles. Virginia, Florida. Virginia's 50-13.
Whoa. Who are you taking?
12. Oh, my apologies.
Yeah,
I'm with you. Let's go Golden Eagles. I love a good Cinderella story.
Let's go. Let's see. UVA, Florida. Give me the Raiders, the Mountaineers, the Foragers,
I feel like you're taking Virginia here.
Yes. What are they?
They're the Cavaliers.
God. Okay. I was close with Foragers.
You were close. Yeah. You know what? Florida, the Chomp. Dead. Done. They get a sword to him. Give me UVA. I like Virginia. Give me the Cavaliers. All right. Vol Nation taking on Go Tigers. LSU. Tennessee 43-20. LSU's 48-15. Remember, LSU went 2 out of 3 against Tennessee earlier this year.
Give me Tennessee.
Hell yeah. Vol Nation stand up. All 3 of those games were super close, minus the one Tennessee won. It was a blowout. Hoping for the same thing here. Tennessee gets to even up the series. Stanford, Wake Forest. Wake Forest 52-10. Stanford 44-18.
Give me them Demon Deacons.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%. The Demon Deacons, they beat Alabama, who was the number 1 SEC team, by a score run of 25-3 in 2 games.
Dude.
They ran that shit up. Tough.
Jeez.
Wake the Nation. Devin, you're smiling down on that too, man. We love
R.I.P., man. It's finally happening, Devin. We wish you were here for this.
Yeah. Angels in the outfield. Devin's in the outfield. Oh, man. And then our last topic here still stays with baseball. The Oakland A's. I don't know if you saw this or not, but the fans are doing a reverse boycott. And it just seems something that Tim would be all about. The owners were trying to move to Vegas. We talked about this a couple months ago. It seemed like all deals were gone. Vegas said, no. We're not taking the team unless the ownership is sold. We don't want the owners. And the fans were like, hell yeah, that's the problem. It's the owners, not the fans. Oakland loves the A's. The owner is the one shipping out MVP talent, all-star talent to other teams. They don't want to win. The fans decided to sell out the game. So instead of just saying, hey, we're not going to give the owner any money, they did the opposite. We're going to buy every ticket. We're going to pack the place and to show the fans aren't the problem. It's the owners. I love this. If you can put the pressure on an owner to sell the team and there's actually real talks of it, I'm here for it. Now, like for the Bengals and the Brown family, I still feel a certain way about them. I still feel like they should sell the team. But they did the stuff rightfully right now. Before, I was saying don't buy a single ticket, don't buy a single Bengals thing. Screw them. But this I like because there was already pressure on the owners to sell the team by Vegas. And now the fans are really putting the pressure on Vegas. It's not our fault. It's their fault.
I guess, I do like it. It's interesting. I guess I'm just having a hard time figuring out. So, like, it still benefits the owner. Like, he's still getting a lot of money.
That's true.
And then what happens if the owner sells? Then the team moves, and then the fans of Oakland are no longer fans of Oakland A's. So, like, I don't know. I get it. They're like making a stand of like, hey, fans are here. It's just ownership. But like, what's the goal here? Because if the owner sells, then the team's out. So then, I don't know.
Well, so I think they're in their perfect world, the owner sells the team, and the new owners will keep it in Oakland. Because the word of the street is Oakland, the city of Oakland, is willing to give them a new stadium, to give them what they want. Maybe not as much or as expensive as Vegas, but you bring a new owner in, people are happy about it. Obviously, there's tons of A's fans in Oakland. Like you bring Marshawn Lynch in there and some other like famous Seattle people to get behind this. I think you really have something. And I think Oakland can keep the A's where they want to be. If that makes sense. Does that kind of answer?
Yes. Yeah. I get it. I mean,
because it's highly unusual. I'm with you, Tim. Because you're still putting money in the owner's pocket.
Yeah, and then the problem is a business person or someone who's even shopping for a team. The value of moving to Vegas is kind of baked into it,
right?
Because you are so like whatever owner or owners come in, they're gonna move. They're not gonna stay in Oakland. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm all for it, but it seems kind of futile to me.
And I get that. Maybe I'm a little, I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it with like rosy glasses. Maybe I'm just like, have faith in them. But you might be on something.
Yeah. You got to believe. Let's do it. Yeah. Let's do it. Keep them in Oakland.
Come on, A's. Come on. Hey, by the way, they were the worst team in baseball. They're starting to get hot because the fans are backing them a little bit. Now, Kansas City Royals might be the worst team. A's might be the second worst team. So maybe it's working for the players.
Why don't the Royals just move to Vegas?
That's a good point. Let's just burn Kansas City down. Let's give them Jackson Mahomes. We take everything else.
It'll burn itself down if they
burn itself down.
That.
All for the clout of TikTok. One more person we got to talk about before we do pub parlay and our own question. Do you know who the GOAT owner is? Like the greatest of all time owner.
For any sport or baseball?
Any sport.
GOAT owner.
And this could be arguable, but we'll say in a calendar year, like the stats are just phenomenal.
I don't know.
Stan Kroenke owns the Nuggets, owns the Avalanche, owns the LA Rams, and owns Arsenal. All four teams brought home a championship in the last 24 months.
Dang.
Yeah. He's got 4 championships from 4 different sports.
Dude, what the hell?
Isn't that just phenomenal?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, what? How what's this guy worth?
He's got to be astronomical. I'm going to find out real quick.
I mean, to own 4 teams, but then for them to win, that is nuts. So, like,
$12.9 billion is his net worth.
That is crazy, dude.
Billion with a B.
Wow.
Owner of Kroenke Sports and Entertainment, which is a holding company. He also owns the LA Guerrillas, which is the Call of Duty League, and the LA Gladiators, which is Overwatch League, which I'd assume it's good.
Dang, he's in esports too. Wow.
Yeah. Start off with real estate.
What kind of real estate? Oh my, jeez, dude.
Then bought a winery and just started like acquiring things like that. Holy shit.
Wow. Here I am just waiting for my paycheck, and this guy's $12 billion.
That's great. Tim, let's now it was commercial real estate. Why don't let's just become real estate agents? Let's just do it.
All right. Let's just buy property. You and me.
Yep.
We'll buy something.
/Infinity
CG, and then We'll just parlay
Infinity
that.
Club Real Estate.
Yep. That's it.
Done. All right. That's our new
We're gonna-
venture.
We're going to parlay that into a sports team.
Yeah. And then we'll win all the championships because we know what we're doing.
Totally.
Yeah. Stan Kroenig, watch your ass, boy. We're coming for you. Man, I have thought about to get my real estate agent license. And then I was like, that just seems ridiculous. Like, I don't think I would be successful with that because I'd be like, do you want the house or not? Like, I don't care. And then I should care because that's my paycheck. So I think it would be a terrible real estate agent.
I'd come to you.
Thanks. I'd come for you. What? All right. Pub parlay time. Let's get some money. Stan Kroenig, we need to come for his wealth. We need this type of money. Now, you're right. Sports are we're in a lull right now. We don't have too much to go with. Now, yes, Matt, wherever you are, I know you're telling me there's some Premier Soccer out there. I know there's baseball, College World Series, which we just talked about. So there's things for us to bet on. We got to be on our A game here. We got to be ready for it. So you pick the day, we'll make it happen.
First and foremost, did we hit?
I'm looking because I honestly do not remember. Oh, we hit.
No way. No way.
No, I'm just kidding. Indiana State ruined us. That's on me.
Who picked Indiana State?
That's on me.
Parker, you are ice cold in the veins and not in a good way.
I think I'm going like on week 6 of just screwing the parlay here. It's been tough. And I've done the thing where I'm like, all right, this is who I want to win. So I'm going to go the opposite. And that doesn't work. It only works when I go opposite for all of us. And I'm like, okay, then the opposite parlay hits. But it's a new week. It's a new time.
Yeah, that's right. Parker, I hate to do this to you, buddy.
Yep.
I'm taking the Stros over Cincinnati.
Yo, we've got a hot rookie, man. What are you doing?
It's just a matter of what day you want. I can do Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
Let's go Saturday.
All right.
Reds are never good the second day. So Astros Saturday. Give me the Tennessee Volunteers Saturday too. Vol Nation. Let's go. Volley fingers, baby. Let's roll. Don't worry, Tim. I'm going to put 1,000 down for that game, for those 2 games. So if we hit, we're real rich. And if we lose, then I'm going to be divorced and kicked out of this house. So pressure's on.
We have an extra room here.
Okay, thanks. I'm just kidding. I would never bet that much. Never on our pub parlay or anything. All right. Random question. Do you got one for us?
You know, I don't.
Yeah, this is always where I feel like we're doing good, and then we fumble the bag a little bit.
We need to just have a list going throughout the week, and then come pub time, we just look at the list.
I did see these cards that you could just be a prompt for podcasts, but then I was like, that's kind of lame. But now I'm thinking about maybe that's a good idea. Maybe we do need that. All right. Go ahead.
You got one? No, I don't got anything.
Give me your top 3 list of late night food restaurants.
Late night food restaurants?
Yeah. Or fast food, but it doesn't have to necessarily have a drive-through, which we've talked about before. Just late night top 3. Start from 3, go to 2, then 1 of just late night. We've been out. We need some food in our stomach.
Okay. All right. Number 1. No, sorry. Number 3.
Number 3, my lord.
We're going Waffle House.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2. This may be controversial. Number 2, Cookout. And beating out Cookout for the number 1 spot Taco Bell.
Oh, there's no way. Tim,
Yeah.
you and me, we have not the exact same list, but we have very similar lists. That's a good list. That's a solid list.
All right, let's see yours.
All right. There's no way.
What? That Taco Bell beat Cookout?
No. So my number 3 is Taco Bell. My number 2 is Cookout. Chicken quesadilla tray, 2 ranch wraps, sweet tea, any day, every day. And number 1's Wahoo. It's literally just the reverse of everyone.
What?
Yeah. Dude, chocolate chip pancakes with a cup of coffee, some bacon.
But at night, though, you drink coffee at night?
Oh, dude. Yeah, I don't stop.
Wow.
Kevin
I'm
Gates doesn't
thinking-
get tired. I use coffee to get tired.
See, I'm thinking like Taco Bell. If you're a little buzzed,
Yeah.
you order like 20 soft tacos, and you just hammer that shit.
It's so good. Oh, it's so good.
Hey, yours is a good list. I would
Yeah.
tweak it a little bit, but yours is really good.
I think all those 3 places, like if someone's like, "Hey, let's go here," I don't think I'd turn any of them down. I'm like,
Yep.
"Yeah, let's go there. That sounds
Let's
good."
do it.
Oh man. All right, hey,
That's a good question.
yeah, good answers. That's episode 157. Just me and Tim talking some shit, talking some sports. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it made you laugh a little bit, and we'll catch you guys next week. The return of RAD from the afterlife. Watch out.
Bye. Have a wonderful time. See ya. And
it's
a
so
big
weird.
Noel.
Where's
Oh
your
my
movie
gosh.
Mitchells?
We would be the bad boys of Little League. I'm telling you now.
we
We would
Evan
beat the
fumbling the
tar
bag.
out of the other team.
On
I'm
the
just gonna go out
quote.
and say it.
Joey
Joey Chestnut has to be on the pub.
Damn it!
Has
Damn
to
it!
I mean,
Has to be.
Dramatic, man. That was a journey.
Man, I'm gonna get real theological on y'all. I think we're all a little soft and misunderstood. I'll just be real honest.
Get Luke Combs. I was begging for Luke Combs not too long ago. We'll get Luke Combs on here. I challenge Luke. I think I can actually beat him in shotgunning a beer. So if he thinks he's got the cojones to come on and try, then by all means, Luke, bring it on.
That's the intro. You just hit my promo for me, James. I love it. What movie do you think he's watching? He's got to be watching a movie right now.
he's probably watching. Ooh. Coach Carter.
Yeah, that's a better answer. I was gonna say Wizard of Oz, but then I think